property crime will be discussed in Cape Town today. Hundreds of billions of dollars are lost worldwide through this illegal practice. Counterfeit goods range from pharmaceuticals to digital media, music and electronic goods. And experts say knockoff goods can be highly profitable on a global scale. Police Minister Begicele is opening the International Law Enforcement Intellectual Property Crime Conference. Let's go there live.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm told that this is a conference of genuine staff. I hope there is no counterfeit seated here. And I hope everybody here is genuine. Let me extend my warmest welcome to all to the mother city in South Africa. It is such a privilege for us as the South African Police Service and the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation, popularly known as HOCS, to play a part in this very important event, a first on African soil. It is at this conference that represents our ongoing commitment from all over the world to intensify the fight against counterfeit. Protection of intellectual property rights is critical to every sector of the economy. The challenge is that intellectual property crimes are treated differently from the traditional crimes of theft. But the concept is the same: stealing is stealing, thieves are thieves. Everybody understands that it is wrong to walk into a store and take something without paying. At the same time, the act of downloading a movie from a file sharing site or buying a cheap knockoff of a name brand item may seem harmless. But the reality is that the accumulated economic loss from those illegal transactions can destroy small, medium, and large legitimate business. It is clear we have a shared and unwavering commitment to addressing the challenge of the influx of counter goods in the marketplace. When there is such a commitment to strengthen intellectual property enforcement, it reassures innovators and investors that when they devote time and money to developing new concepts and products, they will reap the financial rewards. If government fail to protect intellectual property rights, there are short and long-term consequences. These include intellectual property owners will lose revenue and brand equity, consumers will be exposed to unsafe and dangerous products, governments will lose out of the duties and taxes payable to them. Ladies and gentlemen, the long-term impact of the economies across the world, and especially ours, are devastating. This type of crime will result in decreasing investment, which will mean the economy won't grow and new jobs won't be created. It is a crime that literally takes food off the table for millions of households. I think we can all agree that we don't want this for ourselves or to the future of generation. This is why we need to fight this thing now and win it here. In South Africa, we have declared a war against counterfeit goods. In August, local police customs officials conducted raids in Johannesburg, the country economic hub. The raids saw good results and good returns in that kind of raid. As a police minister, I personally went to these operations to see for myself the extent of the crime. Of that day, over 200 million rand worth of counterfeit items were taken off the street. The raid also found unlicensed firearms in these high-rise buildings. This clearly points to dangerous criminal elements that are also at work. Over 500 foreign nationals were arrested, for those that are not documented in the country. We also arrested some of our own police, 7 of them who were involved in the same stealing of counterfeits. So as Lal, we are not playing here. Program Director, our fight against this crime does not end there. Just last week, police again confiscated a 14 million rand worth of counterfeits. We are continuing with this operation, especially in the city of Johannesburg. Up to this point, Just these operations in Johannesburg alone resulted in 235 million rand, that is almost $16 million of fake goods taken off the street in the past 2 months. In an effort for us to dismantle these syndicates and suffocate the network, we have shifted our focus from targeting illegal traders to focusing on manufacturing and distribution points. This is yielding results, as the operations have led to the shutting down of several manufacturers and points of supply, especially in Johannesburg CBD. It is a fact that criminals are always looking for vulnerabilities in the criminal justice system and within the consumer environment. When law enforcement disrupts an illegal activity, criminal networks come up with the new tactics. We must stay a step ahead of criminals. Esteemed guests, these illicit acts undermine the rule of law. We are aware that some of consumers knowingly buy counterfeit products to own a brand name, bag or shoe without paying the price for that real thing. I hope everybody here, if it is that brand, is that brand. Many consumers also fall victims to unscrupulous sellers who market or promote counterfeit products without disclosing that they are not authentic. Counterfeit products often look identical to legitimate ones, and consumers may unfortunately only learn that they have been cheated when it's also too late. If we are to dismantle these criminal networks, we must work together and commit ourselves as international, regional and local partners. We must continue to explore different approaches to improve our effectiveness in combating this global criminal pandemic. We need to be creative in our approach and use all our available resources and tools too. I encourage the private sector to pursue civil litigations and for the National Prosecuting Authority to pursue criminal proceedings against perpetrators of intellectual property. It is crucial that we strengthen our ability to pursue criminal charges against perpetrators and seize their assets or freeze their funds accumulated from these illicit activities. Let us also rope in the public to assist us in detecting and reporting the crime. Members of the public must be alerted to the harms caused by intellectual property violations. As I conclude, Program Director, Mr. Brandley, I know that you are an expert in validating the genuine stuff of these brands. As they go out, I'll put you on the door and check every bag here. And check every bag if it is really a genuine stuff, or we're sitting with counterfeits here and we talk about counterfeits. Let us continue to promote and protect rule of law and protect intellectual property rights. I hope you enjoy your stay in South Africa. I'm told that there are about 70 countries that are here. That is a big conference, and I hope and I believe that South Africa will benefit out of that. And we have regards from the Cabinet of the Republic of South Africa. Each time these events come here, you report to the Cabinet, and that's why the Cabinet was asking, why don't you move your headquarters in South Africa? Because it looks like every week, every month, we have an event from the Interpol in South Africa. Welcome home again. Some of you have been here about 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago. Stay put, but work hard and make sure that this is not the home of criminals. As I have promised, we will check your staff as we leave this room. Thank you very much.